So I'm here walking down one of the main streets in Barcelona, and my 1-year-old son is kicking and fighting to throw our hands off of him. He doesn't want to let us hold his hand. He doesn't want us to be with him. He doesn't want us to help him in any way. And yet every time we let him go off on his own, he falls, he hurts himself. He ends up doing something to put himself in danger. And it really made me think that this is really how our walk with God is. So often God is trying to protect us. He's trying to lead us, guide us. He's trying to make sure that we take the right steps, that we don't stumble and fall, that we don't run into stuff, we don't put ourselves in harm's way where we're going to get bulldozed by something. And all the while we are kicking his hand away, saying we don't need him. We don't want him to tell us what to do. We don't want to be bound by his rules or expectations. And we end up making a mess of things. We get hurt. We get bulldozed by life. We end up crying. We say, God, how did you let this happen? Why'd you do this to me? And we blame God for all the trials and suffering when so much of it could have been avoided if we had just followed his guidance, listened to his voice, done what he told us to do. He can spare us from a lifetime full of suffering. And yet all the while, my little boy over there kicking and screaming, this is what we do. We don't want nobody telling us nothing. But God knows everything. He sees 10 steps ahead of us. He knows exactly what's going to happen. Every misstep we make, he knows the potential consequences of it. He's so wise. We have to trust him. He said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not into your understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him. He will direct your path. If you trust in God and you are letting him lead you, you have to understand that he sees so much more than we do. You can't see all the pitfalls. You can't see the potential sin you're going to get into if you go this way or that way. You can't see all of the traps and the snares that the enemy has laid in wait for you in the path in front of you. There's so much you got to be concerned with. God sees all of that. He can help you navigate, but you have to trust him and walk by faith and not by sight. You walk by sight, you're going to get wrecked. You walk by faith in the Spirit of God. He will lead you always, and you'll see a life of blessing before you, all right? Hope this encouraged you. God bless you. I'll see you in the next one.